When I was at Facebook, Agile was a dirty word there. No one used Agile. All I used to do was write a PRD. There was no user stories. The way that we built was that you bring the engineers into the customer problem, the high level solution, and that's enough for them to go build it. Using baking as a silly example. It's like, hey, I'm going to bake a wedding cake for this many people. So one of the steps would be break X number of eggs. That would be the user story. Yes, that is very tactical, but you want to paint that picture of why it's going to that big wedding cake and tie it back to what you're ultimately trying to build. For an experienced engineer that has baked many cakes, yeah, tell me the design, but it's a vanilla cake. I know how to make a vanilla cake. You don't need to tell me I need to break X number of cakes. I know the recipe. Other organizations do need that PRD or that epic broken up tech company with really good engineers. You don't necessarily need the user stories. It ends up being just repetitive or unnecessary documentation. By itself is probably not solving the customer problem. X number of user stories together is solving the customer problem. So putting more focus on that epic and PRD level is where you're going to get the highest ROI. I've seen one company I was helping aligned on the PRD, and then the tech lead was unable to take the piece of the PRD and create his own tasks. So we bypassed the whole user story process because it was the PRD gave you what you needed. It was a faster way of doing it. Again, it depends on the scale and the size of the company. Larger companies do end up being more dogmatic about user stories have to be written this way, but I think the focus is more on startups moving fast. And so processes, use it if you need it, but otherwise, like, let's just move fast.